Rah! You have disgraced me for the last time, Steel Samurai. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Oh, this goes fast. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. He said, call an ambulance, but not for me. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Okay. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Why is she calling me Nick? Steel Samurai. He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Young? Like how young? 10 years old? And what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. She's only 17? What a baby. That's 17. See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. He's 24 and like an established lawyer? Fuck you. Okay. Princess Nick, I can't. I cannot. That's great. Dinky, hi! How are you doing? I don't want to live in a world where people can't mail me fries. What a quote. Okay, then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number one. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. Dog sitting today. Nice. What kind of dog? So you just become a lawyer at the beginning of the game. I mean, yes, but like, not for real. Okay, he says, a month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. Watching shows on the job. Nice, right? A little terrier. Cute. Aww. I love it. Does it have a lot of energy? Bring, bring, says the cellular. Beep. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick. Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. I was wondering where this was going. Huh, you mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed a villain! We saw him do it, didn't we, on the show? Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. Why'd you gotta say skewered? Ugh. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick, please, Nick. Beep. I bet he's 13, so he just grumbles a lot. What a cutie. Little grumbler. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. Neo-Old? He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. So, like, did he just kill him on the show? His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. I believe this was more than a fictitious rivalry, it seems. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. If we could just, like, not be graphic about it, that would be really cool. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. Willpower and jackhammer, right? What is this, a wrestling match? This has to be a joke. No. It's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring, says the cellular. Beep. Why does it beep when you answer it? Oh, because there's buttons on this phone, that's why. Yes, Wright & Co. law offices. What? Nick. It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Beep. Let's go, Nick. Do we know why she's calling me Nick? I really don't know why. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. I don't think there's anything to examine here. I guess we will. Alright. Woo! He was larger than I anticipated, apparently. What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client, that's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. What? First solo case? Wait, this is my first solo case? What do you mean? Whoa, what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff. Wah! Was that like crying? Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. What? What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, funny, and you are not wrong. Like, you are absolutely not incorrect. He looks like all of the above. Absolutely. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. Samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the Steel Samurai uses as a weapon. Yeah, last case had the investigation pretty low-key, but you'll need to build your case a lot more from here. Oh, I didn't know. Thank you for telling me. Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this. And a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Sniff Uwa. Why does he keep saying Sniff Uwa? I don't get it. I see. Neo Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? That's what I said. I'd watch that show. I mean, I probably would too. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Oh, I was trying to go here. Alright, let's move. We gotta go to the studio. Yeah, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome, aren't you excited? Hey, you there. Her name just Old Bag. We couldn't think of any other name for her, just Old Bag. She say, hey, you there. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security, and it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible. Wait. Why is she talking so fucking fast? What just happened? What is going on? Full auto skip? How did that happen? I didn't know I pressed B. I always confuse B and A. Because the controllers are different. I think she also was just rambling. Oh, I mean, maybe, but it kind of seemed like Maya was doing it too, though. That was terrifying. Friendly reminder, this used to be a GBA game, so controls for menus aren't always perfect. I mean, that would explain that, I would say. I don't know. I got scared. I might have accidentally done it when I went to the menu instead of pressing B earlier. Alright, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey. Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. The studios. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No. You were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought that the Steel Samurai was his big chance. Why does she keep doing like a gay hand? I'm not upset about it, but like she just keeps doing it. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers. Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. Humph, I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Can we examine here? The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. I'm pretty sure that's all there would be to check. I don't think there's anything else to talk. Yep, we gotta move. We gotta go back and get a letter of request or some shit. Rev! Old bag, right? I was cracking up at that. Okay, so I thought I would play this game instead of Kaizo because it would be easier on my hands that have been hurting. I think I hurt them with pumpkin carving. But with my ear situation, it really hurts like right in here. And it's kind of hurting to talk this much. So I'll try to get through as much of this case as I can, but it's a lot of talking. Okay, he says hello. How was the studio? They don't think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. We gotta talk. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you weren't hiding anything from me, are you? I don't know why I had that accent. What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. Was somebody else wearing his mask, though? That's the question. Bello! I love Pikmin. Oh, me too. Apparently it's having its 1-year anniversary right now, and I didn't even know. We didn't find out about it until September. Mr. Powers. You still haven't added me? Oh my god, I haven't checked my DMs again. I'm so sorry. I love you. Yeah, me and Theo played together all the time. My hands do still hurt. Those looks. I don't know what we're gonna do if I have to stop playing this today, because the entire reason I switched it to today instead of Friday is because of my hands hurting. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe some Genshin, but that's a lot on the hands too. When I got to play it since yesterday, we couldn't go out. Last week I walked more than I did in a while. That's amazing. I love that. How come you haven't been able to go out? Has the weather not been good? About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Power's request added to the court record. Okay, so it's a document proving Will Power's request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Okay, we're good with talking. I think we can move. Let's go back to the studio. No need to always look at my phone. Yeah. Enjoy walking still. Enjoy the game to the fullest. Hell yeah. It is nice to have it to be looking at it, because I mean, I guess I don't know how it is everywhere, but since we live downtown, anytime we go for a walk, there's always a chance that the flowers are blooming and stuff. So I try to keep it open, but I know what you mean. Got 4 Halloween decor pigments. Nice! I finally got all of them. One of each of the kinds. I didn't think I was gonna get one of them, and then I finally did on the last day. I was so excited. Now you have to present stuff during investigations to help them progress. Wait, I can't just talk to her? Oh, you're right. I mean, first of all, I probably should have shown her this. Should I show her this? Or just this? Oh my god, you thought Sia was talking to you, hello? No, for this. I see why you would think that, though. Have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scroll. Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass, but only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Okay, so we're at the main gate. Why is there main gate and gate? I guess that's the actual physical gate. Main gate is the whole area. Why is the employee area not behind the gate? I hate that old bag, right? I can't. You don't have a health bar during investigations, if I remember correctly, so you can present anything. Okay, good to know. Well, yeah, and you'd be able to see it now because my webcam isn't in the way anymore. When this new graphic tablet, though, it's much more fun to draw on it. The display made a huge difference for me in enjoyment. Did you have a screenless one before? I don't have a screen one, but it's expensive, so I can't get one. Okay, so I'm just confused why the employee area is not behind the gate. Those are 50 cents a piece. Oh, she's mad. Great. Well, time to go. 50 cents? Why is she being so bitchy about it? Okay, we're good to move now. Let's go to Studio 1. Okay. Gumshoe's pissed. He says, hey, aren't you that murderer from the other day? No. Ah, it's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. What would that have to do with me? So? Hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. He knows she right. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. Okay, well... I don't really want to talk to him. I just want to keep moving. Yeah, I put one on my wish list, Bello, but it's a big amount even to just like contribute a little bit to, you know? Edgeworth looking out a window because he's sad, right? That's all I could imagine too, was just like him being upset and sipping his drink. Just like the sip emo. Okay, how's your investigation going, detective? Well, it's hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got, the autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Oh yeah, where they like said like in court that there was a new autopsy report, but nobody told anybody. Okay, time of death 10:15 at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. All right. We got that added to the court record. Let's see the reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. I mean, didn't we already have this evidence, though? Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. I mean, is that not how you would suck up to a cop? Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? Well, what was the evidence? What kind of evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah, whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found. Ha ha ha. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay. That's interesting. Do we have to go back to the main gate for a key? Nick, look. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Stop. Hey you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Irk. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. What is she talking about? Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see? I mean... About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. What do you mean? It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes the picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home. Okay. This guard station's in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30. See? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him, too. If he's not the one... Who did it? I don't know who is. What does it say what? Maybe it was you. Yeah, ha ha ha. Good one, Sunny. She thinks I was joking. I mean, obviously, we were not joking. All cops are donuts lovers. It's true. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? The thing is, didn't we have to come back here to, like, ask her for a key to get in the gate? I'm confused. Oh, I didn't examine this. The security guard station. The security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. You can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Okay. We've already checked everything else. It's saying employee area now. Okay. Nick, this is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Oh, because this is outside. For some reason, I thought this was inside, and I was like, why is there a window inside? Or maybe you can go. Yeah, I don't know. It let me to the employee area, at least. I don't know why it wouldn't let me into the studio, though, when that was the one place she said I could actually go. Sorry, I can tell I'm having a hard time following chat and also trying to figure out what to do here, so if I've missed your messages, that's why. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? What's this bag? This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look. An employee card key. That must be Powers. It says Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow. I mean, yeah, we need to get into the studio. I guess we're going back to the detention center? I don't fucking know. This one's confusing. Apparently they have Mr. Powers in questioning. Right. Look, pal, that camera takes a picture automatically whenever someone walks by. And it took a picture of Will Powers. But he was in a mask, wasn't he? I have to ask him about that photograph. Oh, well, let's try again later. I don't fucking know where I'm supposed to go then. It's not gonna be here. Doing alright, called off work today. Trying to take it easy, filling out a lot of paperwork. Well, I guess that's why I ended up playing Phoenix Wright during the day today, is so that you could watch. Oh, I hope that you'll get your paperwork done soon. I have to take advantage of the good weather. Hell yeah, well, it's still here, right? I get it. I hope that you'll have a great time golfing, Wiz. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, I don't think we need to be here. What's going on, Nick? Powers said he was sleeping in his dressing room, but now there's a photo of him going to the studio. Don't look at me, how should I know? Okay, maybe we just needed to regroup and talk here. What do you think? That photo the detective was talking about is the problem here. Well, that's hard to say without seeing the actual photo ourselves, right? Like, why would he not show it to us? But if it is Powers in that photo, his alibi's shot. Photographic proof. Only one person went to the scene of the crime before the murder took place. And there's a photograph to prove it. I guess it makes sense that the person is the killer then. What do we do, Nick? Maybe there was someone else who could have gone to the scene other than Powers. Let's take a look. Maybe that security lady missed someone. One thing's for sure, if there are any clues, they'll be in that studio. Okay, well, I feel very stuck right now. Tabbed out, but the spoiler-free walkthrough says to examine the gate. Oh, I have to examine it again. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Oh. I thought I had already examined the gate, but look, now there's not a check mark there. Like there is here. And there was one there before. Okay. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep! It opened! Okay, we figured it out. Thank you, Theo. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Inside Studio 1. There we go. Fucking cold. She says as it's 55 degrees now. I don't know. Sorry to anyone where it gets actually cold. Okay. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. We got a ladder. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. This girl is out there. Wow! Look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry, my partner's kind of, you know... You know? No, I don't know! Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Oh, she touched it already, but it didn't, mark it as viewed. Weird. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Old Tokyo, Nick. Neo Old Tokyo. Oh, right. What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. You know what's funny is I always say that I should go into lighting, because I always am complaining about how horrible the lighting is in a lot of shows. They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Yeah, that is interesting. Oh, this chair too. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real life megaphone! A megaphone isn't specific to Hollywood, but okay. Ready, Nick, action! This girl is more troubled than I thought. Okay. Well, now we can talk to Penny. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Wait, did she say she saw both of them go in? I got distracted. I'm gonna have to talk to her about this one again, I think. Hey, Destroyer, how's it going? Okay, wait. Was in the studio the whole day, only assistant. Only rehearsal for action sequences. Sorry, I got distracted at the end. In the morning, we went through the action sequences. Near everybody else. Near the dressing room. That's the place. Okay, here they are eating. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. Okay, yeah, no, they went separately. I'm glad but I didn't see either of them after that. Okay, I'm glad I went through that again. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay, I guess we'll go talk to her again. Back to the main gate. What, you're still here? Oh good, it triggered a scene. That's always a good sign. Really, you look as though you've seen a ghost. Assistant's claim. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Well, I mean, what if they had gone through there before 1 o'clock? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Oh no, she's sure. Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Meek? Alright, you better tell me and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Oh, okay. I guess she is just rambling. Okay. She left. Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Let me in. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Dina, hi! Thanks for the good luck! How are you? Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Try it! Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. Why would it be off before then? 1 o'clock, that was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera. I think it was this one. I think it was this. Hey, I printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Okay. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. Yeah, but look how long the pants are. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Yeah, I don't think so either. That's why he didn't, look all happy about it. Something's printed on the back. Huh. October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2! Well, where's photo number 1? What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day? Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Powers photo added to the court record. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? He's the one who died. He needs a replacement. Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. I mean, it's definitely thing right away. Okay, we're in court. Alright, course now it's session. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I'm so tempted to make an objection command. Go for it. I'm here for it. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Oh, that's good. That's good, Mama. We love to see it. Got it right first try. You did. Great job. Beautiful work. Let's see. Prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. He died. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. And a young woman, a production assistant, who does not get a name right, Momo. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to the court record. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. I'm sorry, I'm so bad at reading today. I don't know what's wrong with me. We're doing our best out here, though. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Oh, wow. Your name, please. She can't even fucking tell us her name without being flustered. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Yeah,
Your name, please. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. Right? Oldbag. I can't. She rambles so much. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. I have no control over it. It just goes. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. I mean, yeah. Hold on. Objection. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? She's your witness, right? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, yeah, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie.
Yeah, that guy was much easier that time.
You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. It's true. Witness testimony. Oh, I have to press something. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Yeah, I was trying to play it earlier.
This just is not right.
And even trying to...
You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I think I clicked it too soon. Cross-examination. On the day of the murder,
Out of here, go to the dirt.
I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Oh, that's not what I want. Do we want to press things? I don't remember how we lose health.
You lose health if you object to things. You can press as much as
You can press as much as you want. Okay. Hold it. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate. No. So then yes. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in. I think you could probably just go around it or hop over it, though. Right, the card key that I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run through there since the morning. We're gonna just press everything. A run through. They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there after noon? I had some errands to run that morning. Nobody gives a fuck. Someone was murdered. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. I don't know, in fact. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know? What a liar! She said it was Aaron's? Ma'am, we think it was you. I'm not gonna fucking like lie to you. We think it was you. You're my main suspect. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. She mad. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. Wait. We gotta press. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Hold it. So you were watching the whole time? No breaks? Not even a second? Of course. I'm a professional, you know? Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Snipper whapper? I don't know why that felt like a slur, but I hated it. Old windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Hold it. How did you know that? Oh ho ho, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Okay. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. You can't just say a certain man. 2 o'clock, you're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him.
I guess.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to show this because it clearly shows that like the pants are too long, that it couldn't have been him. Yeah, objection. We're gonna present. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag, or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Whose side is Edgeworth on in this one? Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss... or witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph, nosy old man. He's the judge! Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even
Whoa,
Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. What? Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. We're all curious. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Okay, that seems very legit, very trustworthy. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Yeah, no, the pants are way too long on him. Please. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never say anything I don't mean. Hold it. We don't believe you. Whippersnapper? I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. Youth today. Blah, blah, blah. I always try to read her shit. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Hold it. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Ma'am. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Well, which one of the props? Like, shit. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Curious. His samurai spear. The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. Like, yeah, why would she leave that out? I better write this down in the court record. The murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Was the murder weapon covered in duct tape? Right? That's what I'm saying. Seems like a pretty big thing to leave out. And is the one in the photo covered in duct tape? They just updated it. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. We're gonna just press everything. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? No one thought about this? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. A huge piece of evidence is missing, and you think you can just, like, carry on with this trial? Love you. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. It's so important! What do you mean? Edgeworth clearly gets by on his looks. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about half the time. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. Yeah, but it wasn't. It's clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. How do you figure? How do you suppose that his own costume wouldn't fit his legs? I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I'm right. Now I don't know what we're objecting to, though.
I mean, you could wait.
Yeah, I'll wait. I don't think there is anything bad that comes from waiting and seeing, but there is bad that comes from objecting too soon. You're looking, though. I think it's the cravat that gives him the aura to be dumb. Pant length? I'm not sure. Oh, the, see how, like, the pants are way too long for the person in this security photo? So, like, there's no way it was him. If that's the costume that he wears on the set, how would that be him? Why would they not have the pants tailored to his specific measurements?
Taking the mantis claw, press X while sliding to wall jump. Oh my god, that opens up so much. Okay. Jesus.
Also, is the costume a muscle suit? It's like a, yeah, he's like a samurai. So I think it's supposed to make him look bigger than he is or whatever. I suppose since there weren't any additional crew members at the studios that day, it's quite likely that it was the defendant inside that costume. I see no problem with this evidence. What the fuck, though? He still doesn't seem that convinced to me, I hope. Oh god. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. I have a really dumb idea of what happened. Okay, wait, she's continuing. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. I mean, I thought I already was. Okay. Hold it. How do you know that? Oh, we've already discussed this. Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything. He's the worst. Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. Donuts are good, though. Don't bring the donuts into this. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody's suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody's suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. Hold it. Someone else could have let someone in. They could have hidden maybe in the drop screens. You were in your booth though, right? Like, she's so sure about this. What about before you got to the guard station? Like, so much could have happened before she got there, and she's like, no. Didn't even check the, like, cameras or anything. You mean before one? Everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. You could very easily hop that. That's not a tall gate. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Hold it. Also, because the production assistant wasn't with them? Right. I'm trying to remember what she said to us. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Balls. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. I think I have to present this, though. Hopefully here. Objection! Hey, Joda! How's it going? Great to see you. She said at 1, everyone was in the employee area. Yeah, I guess she probably wasn't there too, huh? Okay, let's present this and see. Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate from the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture? And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2. Oh, I forgot about that part. This implies that there was a photo number 1, that they're acting like there wasn't. Oh. It's about to run an ad. So I guess we will let it do that before we continue. Joda, good luck trying to find mini golf video games. I think all the golf games that I play are like regular golf. I do apologize that it's gonna run an ad. We'll just see you, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. And good luck finding a good mini golf game. Okay, let's see what we got. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sunny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Obviously. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd?
Oh.
Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo?
I bug you on the bench. So.
Order. Order. Why? Because I'm right? Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day, yet there's only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. That's what I've been saying. You watch your mouth. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? We'll wait. I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Bitch, that's literally your job! Edgy boy, help. No. You trying to do these cute little eyes ain't gonna work on anybody, honey. Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Humph, some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. What does that even mean? What even is a whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai? Or, well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Bitch! Nobody believes you! Oh my god. Sigh. I see. Your testimony, please. Just for having a peaceful weekend. That's lovely to hear. Whippersnapper. Informal. A young and inexperienced person considered to be presumptuous or overconfident. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Thanks, Momo. Alright, she's about to testify about the other person. Oh, that she forgot about? Please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see?
Okay.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day. Oh my god. Ma'am. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. I fucking cannot. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. That's evidence, right? That's what I'm saying. What is with these people? Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
I forgot that we ran into her.
Okay. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. Hold it. How many photos are there usually? On a day when we're open to the public, we get more than 500 people. But on filming days or rehearsal days, well, we don't have much money. We never get more than 50, and that's a big day. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. My god. So she's full of shit and also bad at her job. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking. What does that mean? Who decides that? Who determines that? How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Thank you. Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. For the most part?
Oh, yeah.
This is a murder trial, bag! Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. How does she keep her job, for real? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Hold it! Who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Humph. A fanboy. Ma'am. Please. Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. He could be the killer! Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? Ma'am! I just bonked my fucking mic. I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Move the mic closer. She's like, I don't know if I want to move it closer. It might get in the way.
I like smacked it. Yeah. Gotta love it. Okay. All right. Dina, hi. Thanks for the good luck. A stranger just in the studio, right? Possibly a stalker. Like, probably the most, like, threatening person to these people. But okay. All right. You're just security at a fucking movie studio, though. You shouldn't know these things. I keep cracking up. Please. I'm glad I can be of entertainment. Dina, how are you doing? It's great to see you. She says, well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Ma'am, where are you going with this? The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain?
Y'all got fanboy infestation from?
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
I know.
Kids? So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? The fuck is she talking about? I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Order, let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade? I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. Yeah, this is fishy as fuck.
Oh, I don't even die.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. I feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but here we are. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. He's stuttering. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. I mean, that would check out, though, if it was a little kid in that outfit and the legs were dragging that bad. Gotta get going to work. Wiz, thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good night at work. I hope it goes by so fast and that you can get really good sleep when you get home. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope we could bring a little bit of joy to your day before you have to get started with work. We love you so much, and just thanks for being here. Maybe you can... I can't fucking talk. Hopefully you can maybe stop by during a break. That's what I was trying to say. Is this a more Bara Wolverine? Wait, I don't know what you mean. He does look like a Wolverine, though, yes. Okay, the costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. Yeah, especially if people are going to try to use it as evidence that something was you. Couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. The fanboys would! Where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
So if you don't play the aggressive one, let's get it.
You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Sigh. The definition might get censored. Wait, definition of what? What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Do you actually maybe want to take a break really quick? Are you able to?
Yeah,
I don't know what your game is like.
I'm able to.
Okay. We're just at about 2 hours and then I'm about to reconvene in court, so I should probably take a break too.
Recess in court, so we're probably just gonna...
Yeah, we just had our court recess, so let's have a stream recess. Okay, sorry, I had a piece of garlic bread. Alright, we reconvening. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. You're really trying to get there way too quickly, buddy. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. 10 years of age, or a small man, or a young woman. Right? What about the lady? The assistant lady. Dressed like a boy. Yeah, clearly they were wearing the samurai, like mask and stuff, so you couldn't tell who it was. But yeah, please go ahead and frame someone about it, I guess. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. There is another person who could have committed this crime. They shake their head no. Order. Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough. At least... Wait. Do I not have full health?
No, this is saying if you...
If I miss this, I'll have 2
Yeah.
health bars lost. Okay, okay. So who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder? It could be any of these 3. What do we think? Chat, if you don't know the answer to this, what do we think?
Don't vote if you know the answer.
Yeah, don't vote like if you've played this.
But if you're learning what the rest of them want to play along, please feel free.
Because the security lady is fishy as fuck. I don't believe a word she's saying. I think we have to say security lady. I'm scared. I'm saying it. I'm so scared. It's the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through.
It's been a nice fix.
There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury.
Typical.
The security lady, Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper. You can't just yell whippersnapper when someone says something you don't like because it's the truth. Order. Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you. Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. She also conveniently deleted the one photo, right? That's what I'm saying! No proof that it was a fanboy. It very much could have been her. And then she walked by again. Oh my god, no. I can't. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby! That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? We'll wait. Yeah, we'll wait, I said. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Get him! What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. No. This is it. We press. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? We don't need to know your motive, just that you did it. You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Thank you.
I mean...
Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy. The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Did she marry into the Oldbag name? You know, that's the question we've all been wondering, honestly. That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper? Drink every fucking time she says whippersnapper, Jesus. I have proof. Proof! Indeed? Let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder? Oh. I mean, is it because, when I was this age, I could pin my old man. That's not proof she could wield the spear. I know.
Okay.
I guess we try it. Take that! Your Honor. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in the photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first. Good call, Momo. Very well. Do fingerprints not exist in this universe? Apparently not. I want to say maybe there's gloves on the costume, though. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh my god. Okay. Oh great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. This old bag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Again? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Ma'am. Not to talk about? By whom? If it's Gumshoe, I'm gonna fucking riot. Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. The studio? There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. How many fucking people were there that she has just conveniently lied about? They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend that they hadn't been at the studios that day. Because that's what a fucking innocent person would do. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Thank you, Momo. Yes, that's what we feel. I didn't see you made that command. That's beautiful. Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? If you're not going to get arrested for murder, you're definitely going to get arrested for withholding information. Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. Under penalty of perjury, ma'am? No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination? Obstruction of justice would be the main charge, probably. Yeah, okay. That's fair. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. Hold it. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Obstruction of justice, destruction of evidence, perjury. That's what I'm saying. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Who? Oh. Well, the director and the producer, for starters. I mean, like, obviously, there's no way they were just practicing just the fucking actors with nobody there. Could probably throw false testimony in there. Yeah, just conveniently leaving shit out of her testimony until she, like, has to remember it. The director? We should have known something was fishy. We did! How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? I mean, didn't they say that nobody goes to Studio 2? I always do what I'm told, she responded to explain why she broke the law, right? Like, Makes sense, ma'am. Edgeworth, how did you get through law school? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Well, if you look at the guide map, yeah, Studio 2, we see it, we know where it ends, we know it's a whole thing. Go through the gate and all the way to the left. I mean, there was a broken tree there and everything. We knew this was fishy. We knew this was fishy! The path where the monkey's head was fallen over. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think you've already asked all my questions, but... Continue! They said they had nothing to do with it. See? Hold it! Old bag, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. I don't think you get to use the word silly during a murder trial! Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. Like a murderer would be. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. They paid you hush money? Ma'am, if you think you get to sleep in your own home after this, you are sadly mistaken. So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions I have to ask. No, we're gonna continue. I guess there's no harm in getting as much info as I can. And bribery on top of everything. That's what I'm saying. Someone in Studio 2 could have gone to Studio 1 and hid behind the tree to cut through. Yes. Yes. They told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. Hold it. So they were actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. Who does that? Grumple, I'll kill this woman, I swear it. Edgeworth is pissed. I feel sorry for Edgeworth almost. She really left him hanging on this one. Yeah, she's making him look like a fool. But if you're gonna go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. What does that mean? She's really just saying, like, I was gonna keep this to myself until you said it was me. Them? Yeah, she was only talking about the director at first. Who's the other them? Who were these people? The director and the producer. Oh. Now they're just redoing this dialogue. Where were they? In the employee area. Okay, no, this is redoing this dialogue. In Studio 2. She doesn't let me, like, press that, though. Okay, we'll take a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these other people we have just been told of. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. So wait, what is it, Momo? Okay. It's now the 18th. I think it was already the 18th, whatever. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Aw, really, it's nothing. Grin. Oh, or should I sniff? What? Should I sniff? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been old Windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. The employee area... Woo, to be continued. Oh. The employee area...